Snake with Nip Hustle. Big shout out to my SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
He's crying. Look this is how confusing this is. He's crying about gang with the 6-0s over Wack. That blows. He's supposed to be from 6-0, and he's complaining that game allegedly, according to him, did something that favored the 6-0s instead of Wack, and he has a problem with it. Go ahead, let's hear it.
Exactly.
That's not right. This man been with you from the start. You rekindled your career.
No, he didn't.
He got you bags.
He wasn't no start. Nigga ain't no start. This nigga came along and got in games life after 50 Cent, bro. He wasn't around for none of the 50 situation, bro.
And to be honest with you, breaking it down even deeper, he wasn't around the JT Bigger Figure days. So
no, he wasn't around before. I was with Game, like I say, on Brazil, hanging out and thugging with everybody. Everybody know, all the Cedars know, from Rich Red to G-Rod to Big Face. I was there today when Life, the little young, well, he's a grown man now, but back then, Life, Black Friday was his artist, but I remember when Life Mama walked him on Brazil, I was standing right there and had her freestyle for Game. I was there on Brazil before Game got the house at the end of the cul-de-sac. I remember when he used to tell me what his plan was. So Wack was not around for none of that. Oh my mama. The day 4 Cent died, rest in peace 4 Cent, the day he died, Game called me. I'm in the Track News. The only thing separating the neighborhood I'm in, the Track News, and where Game was at is the Compton Airport, the Park Villages, and then, I think that's about it. The Compton Airport. So literally, I could walk if I chose to walk from where I was at in the Track News to Game Hood. But the day 4 Cent died, I think he died late night, middle of the night, or something like that. But early the next morning, Game called me over there to come be with him on Brazil and politic that shit with him that day. I pulled up on Brazil. Just imagine 4 Cent had just died. The room was full of light. The living room had about 15, 20 Damus in it, about 6 or 7 more in the kitchen. And I just came in and I sat in the living room, just kind of posted up, spoke to the people I knew, nodded my head. And then somehow Game was in the back of the house. He realized I was in the living room. He called me back and he was in the bathroom shaving his hair and we politic. But that's the day. Wack ain't wasn't around for none of that shit. So
I believe that.
What do you mean talking about the beginning? Stop it. Nowhere near the beginning.
At that time, I believe like Wack was possibly somewhere in Pacoima, bro. Nowhere in LA. Nowhere.
Exactly. Wack probably can recall 97% of his time spent in the trenches of LA. He probably can detail every moment, bro. There've been that few. It's always like on a tour, a guided type situation. Cuz ain't had no female in the trenches out here and he just pull up, park, and go run up in her and just hang out. And the niggas in that environment know him because the Paru nigga be coming over there fucking with her. He be over here, but he don't got that. Everywhere he go in the trenches is because he trusts somebody that's supposedly a reputable that's let him know it's okay to pull up. He don't bump no bitch in the mall and find out she stay over there and now that's my bitch and now I know these niggas because I'm finna go pull up on my pussy no matter what.
Exactly.
That's LA Compton living. That's how this shit go.
That part.
Sweetie! Not. I know you for real, Jason Taylor. You can't fool me. You can't. Those allegations, you got sued for it. Don't make me bring that up. Don't make me expose you. Stay quiet. Sweetie!
I get on my knees and I pray to.
So the stuff that he's talking about exposing the game for, is that worse than the stuff that Loose Cannon could be exposed for?
Well, the allegations that Game had were horrible. They're horrible. They're typically, but they're allegations. So, I mean, to imagine that a female had an unwanted groping of her genitals, unwarranted. If that's the allegation is what I'm saying, it's horrible. But I'm also aware of the potential of a female being calculated enough to cause an alpha male to feel comfortable to make such a gesture in order to find herself in the position that she's in. You cannot rule that out as a possibility because I know I've never asked any female, can I touch you up? So I've always learned her, messed with her, felt with her. And at some point or another, I tried it and it worked. I've never said, hey, can I have permission to touch your? So I don't see Game as somebody walking around grabbing unanis that he's not been invited to. So generally as an alpha male or any male, you kind of like go through other little steps and then you kind of feel like, oh, it's cool. You don't just walk around, see a bad broad and grab her. You don't do that. So
That part.
I think there's a gray area somewhere in there. And I think he was so insulted by her accusations, he allowed his arrogance to get involved and he never went to deal with it. And that's no way to be victorious when it comes to litigation. So I definitely cannot call him guilty of it, but the allegations are terrible. He has daughters. I have daughters. So I'm sure he respects the concept, the idea of what she's claiming. But I just think he was, maybe because of his innocence, he was so irritated that he thought he was going to be able to pull off just telling her, "F you," but it didn't really look good publicly. And, you know, I'm not here to pass judgment. I can only deal with what he's faced to analyze it from that. So the fact that he, you know, is in this situation, it's not even about morals or that anymore, because we'll never know if he did what she claims. But he's been found responsible and he's going to have to deal with it from that perspective.
True that. And I was calculating in my mind what particular situation that he was alluding to. So it was the one that where he didn't actually go to the court date and they actually put a judgment against him. So public eye, people would think that he's guilty or whatever it is. But I could agree with what you said. When something could be so salacious, sometimes you don't even feel like contesting it. Because it would cost you financially more than whatever judgment that they have at that particular moment. So,
and if you know it for a fact, she led you on and she got you, and you know, damn, there's no way for me to prove this.
Yeah.
That's the only game is not stupid or ignorant of the law or of how things go. So for him to make such an indignant decision and position, it leads me to believe he must feel like, damn, she played me. She played me. I do not see him predatorily going around touching females. So
that part.
I feel like she led him to believe it's okay to do whatever she's alleging he did, and he did it, and then she flipped it over.
Yeah, we know how that go in society nowadays. So we've seen a lot of different situations that panned out that way. So I'm gonna have to agree with you on that, G.
Nigga with that hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
My nigga Spider Low. Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low, that's my nigga.
Spider Low. Spider Low.
Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
In the words of Spider Loke on my mama's mama.
Spider Loke's gear. This is Bay Mac.
Nate Bud, C-Mac. Shout out my Loke, Spider Loke, huh? Nate Bud, on hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, cred.
Point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing him. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.